Bro, this man doesn't sleep. He just scores goals and recharges like a robot. Mo Salah is a walking cheat code. He runs over 11 kilometers per match, has a resting heart rate of around 37 BPM, and a body fat percentage so low it probably doesn't even exist. Oh, and he's worth over $90 million, owns a Bentley Continental GT, and still calls his mom every day. So what does his daily life look like? Let's break it down. Salah wakes up when most of us are still dreaming about hitting snooze. Around 5 or 6 a.m., he's already up. No alarms, no drama. It's like his body just knows it's time to go. First thing he does, Fajr prayer. That early morning prayer gives him this crazy sense of focus and calm before the storm of the day begins. He doesn't rush, he hydrates, clears his mind, and gets mentally ready like a warrior preparing for battle. After prayer and hydration, he eases into some light stretching. Nothing wild, just enough to wake up the muscles and tell his body, hey, we're about to do something crazy. He's also big on breathing exercises. It might sound boring, but it keeps him grounded and helps control that insane stamina we see on the field. Salah said many times that mental strength is just as important as physical training. He doesn't just train muscles, he trains his mind. He does mental visualization where he literally pictures his moves, goals, runs, passes. It's like he scores in his head before he even steps on the pitch.
I'm a big believer of that visualization and meditation stuff. When you're more calm and things will go easy, and I'm very focused of my craft. I know what I want exactly, and anything can help me to achieve my goals. I just go into it and try it.
Then the real action begins, the famous C&C routine. That stands for cardio and core, and trust me, it's not for the weak. Salah dives into high-intensity interval training, also known as HIIT. He runs for 15 minutes, but with 30-second sprint bursts every minute. So while it sounds like just running, it's actually sprint, rest, sprint, repeat, and it burns. Then he switches to cycling, again 15 minutes, again with sprint intervals. He doesn't take it easy. Then there's the jump rope, 15 minutes of intense 1-minute rounds with tiny breaks in between. By this point, most of us would be crying. But no, Mo Salah still has hydro rowing to finish it off. 15 minutes of rowing with the same sprint intervals, and that works every inch of your arms, chest, and back. But wait, he's not done. After all the cardio madness, he hits his core. Leg raises, side-to-side crunches, planks, Russian twist, resistance bands, you name it. It's like an ab party where no one's invited but pain. It's a circuit, meaning he goes through all these exercises back to back, then rests for 2 minutes, then does it again. His abs are so sharp, they could probably slice bread. By 8 a.m., while we're deciding if we want cereal or tea, Salah has already worked out for over an hour, trained his mind, prayed, hydrated, and probably planned his next 10 goals. And all this before breakfast. Now comes the breakfast part. And no, it's not pancakes or waffles drowning in syrup. Salah eats clean, like super clean. His go-to breakfast includes boiled or scrambled eggs, maybe poached if he's feeling fancy. He has whole grain toast, sliced avocados, a handful of berries or banana, and Greek yogurt for that good protein. Sometimes a protein shake gets added too. And instead of orange juice or sugary drinks, he goes with black coffee or herbal tea. No sugar cereal, no Nutella, no French toast, just pure, healthy, muscle-building food. It's the kind of meal that could be featured in a fitness magazine next to a headline like How to Eat Like a Legend. After breakfast, he gets ready to head to the Liverpool training ground, which is now the AXA Training Center. He usually arrives by 9:30 a.m., and that's when his real job begins. First, it's warm-up drills, followed by intense ball work. He practices dribbling in tight spaces, passing under pressure, and those sharp, curled shots that make defenders look silly. Then comes shooting practice, where he focuses on precision and power. And let's be honest, he probably scores 10 goals in training before we've even fully opened our eyes. But it's not just fancy footwork. Salah also does strength and conditioning. He trains with Liverpool's fitness coaches who monitor every muscle, every heartbeat, every drop of sweat. They track his sprint speed, his oxygen levels, even his recovery rate. It's like having scientists help you get stronger. Then there are tactical meetings where they analyze past games, future opponents, formations, and play styles. Salah sits with coaches and teammates, watching footage, taking notes, learning patterns. It's football school, but elite level. He's literally studying how to destroy other teams. Once morning training ends, it's lunchtime. This man does not mess around with food. At the club or at home, lunch is all about clean carbs and lean protein. Brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat pasta, they give him the energy he needs. Then comes grilled chicken or salmon, sometimes tuna. Steamed broccoli, roasted carrots, mixed greens, there's always color on his plate. Add in a drizzle of olive oil or a sprinkle of nuts for good fats, and boom, you've got a Salah-style power lunch. And he drinks tons of water. Not soda, not juice, water. Lots of it. He treats hydration like a second job. After lunch, Salah enters recovery mode. This is when most people lie on the couch and scroll on their phone, but not Mo. He starts with deep stretching, then comes foam rolling, which hurts more than it looks. And if that's not enough, he sometimes hits the ice bath. Imagine sitting in freezing water for 10 minutes. It's like being willingly tortured for the sake of your legs. He also gets massages from professionals to release tight muscles, improve circulation, and keep his body feeling light. Some days he might do cryotherapy. That's when you stand in a freezing chamber that's colder than your ex's heart, all for the sake of faster recovery. And while doing all this, he might listen to calm music, read a book, or just spend time with his wife and kids. He doesn't skip this part. Salah knows that recovery is where the magic happens. That's how he can run 11 kilometers in a match and still look fresh the next day. It's a full routine. Train, eat, recover, repeat. And it works. By this point, it's not even evening yet, and he's already lived a full day. And the wild part? He still has more to do. But before that, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and become part of our football crazy fam. Next comes the evening gym session, usually around 6 or 7 p.m. And just in case you thought he was done for the day, nope, Mo Salah has more discipline than most of us have socks. This session is all about strength, power, and functional fitness. He doesn't go into the gym to just casually lift some weights and pose in the mirror. This man goes in like he's preparing to fight a bear. First up, it's upper body training. We're talking push-ups that look too clean to be real, pull-ups that make gravity cry, bench presses that work the chest, dumbbell flies that stretch and burn the muscles, and lat pull-downs to sculpt his back like a marble statue. And that's just the start. Lower body gets equal love. He loads up on squats, sometimes body weight, sometimes with added weight plates. Weighted squats, front barbell squats, jump squats, you name it, he does it. Add to that lunges that make you wobble just watching, a solid session on the leg press machine, and stiff leg deadlifts to keep those hamstrings strong. The dude's legs have to carry him across the football pitch for 90 minutes while outrunning defenders, so you better believe they're getting VIP treatment. But it's not all about the arms and legs. This session includes full body functional training. These are the kinds of workouts that make you feel muscles you didn't know existed. Salah does rope climbs like he's escaping a burning building, sled pushes like he's training for the Avengers, resistance band training for that explosive motion, and the ever-iconic farmer carries, where you basically walk holding heavy weights and hope your arms don't fall off. These kind of exercises build real strength, the kind that actually helps on the pitch, not just for flexing. Of course, the core gets another workout too, because apparently having a six-pack isn't enough for Salah. He wants 8, maybe even 18. He does planks that last longer than most people's relationships, leg raises, Russian twists, and crunches with added resistance. It's not about looks, it's about stability, balance, and performance. His core helps him stay light on his feet, survive those full-speed sprints, and still have the control to curl in those perfect shots. And let's be honest, his abs probably have their own passport by now. After all that heavy lifting, literally and figuratively, Salah needs fuel. And no, dinner isn't pizza or burgers. His dinner is clean, calculated, and packed with everything his body needs to recover and repair. Usually it's a high-protein meal that's light on carbs. Think grilled fish, maybe salmon or sea bass, or a perfectly grilled chicken breast. You might have quinoa or sweet potatoes on the side. These are slow carbs that give energy without the sugar crash. Then comes the salad, probably with lemon or olive oil dressing, maybe some avocado slices and a sprinkle of seeds or nuts for healthy fats. And if he's feeling wild, he'll throw in a piece of fruit or a few chunks of dark chocolate. That's his idea of dessert. Meanwhile, the rest of us are over here sneaking cookies like it's a crime. And don't even think about soda or greasy junk. Nothing fried, nothing processed, nothing wrapped in foil or plastic. Salah treats his body like a $1 billion investment, which to be fair, it kinda is. He sticks to water, or maybe some herbal tea. His plate looks like it belongs in a luxury spa, not a fast food ad. And if you thought that was the end of Mo Salah's superhero story, oh, we are just getting started. Because off the field, Salah's life is just as legendary as his game. When he's not breaking ankles and scoring screamers, he's basically living like football royalty with the heart of a saint. Let's start with where he lives. Salah owns a luxury villa in Egypt that honestly looks more like a 5-star resort. We're talking multiple stories, huge private gardens, a massive pool, marble floors, and interior design so clean it could be in a magazine. He also has a stunning home in the UK, closer to his club, which again isn't just a house, it's a mansion that screams comfort and class. But what else would you expect from someone who treats recovery and relaxation like a science? Now let's talk about cars, because Salah's garage is straight up jaw-dropping. He rolls around in a Bentley Continental GT, which costs over 250 grand. It's fast, classy, and very Salah. He's also got a Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe, another smooth beast worth more than $80,000. But wait, that's not all. The man loves his cars, and rumor has it, he's got more luxury rides tucked away, possibly even an Audi or Lamborghini. His cars are sleek, powerful, and most importantly, safe and comfortable for his family. And unlike some celebs who use their cars for attention, Salah keeps it low-key. No weird gold wraps or flashing neon lights, just clean, elegant, boss-level rides. His net worth? Well, brace yourself. Mo Salah is sitting on over $90 million. That's right, $90 million. That comes from his Liverpool salary, brand deals, endorsements, bonuses, and other side hustles. And he deserves every penny. But here's the plot twist. He doesn't hoard it. He gives, like a lot. Salah is famous not just for being rich, but for being generous beyond belief. This man has donated millions to Egyptian hospitals. Not thousands, millions. He's helped fund schools in his hometown of Nagrig. He supported clean water programs, food drives, and even medical equipment donations. And here's the wild part. He often does it without telling anyone. The media usually finds out weeks later through someone else. One time he paid for a poor man's surgery and never mentioned it. Another time, he covered the entire cost of a couple's wedding who couldn't afford it. They only found out later that the mystery donor was Salah. Like, who even does that? While some people post every donation on Instagram with hashtags and filters, Salah just does it quietly and walks away. He once even sent money to help rebuild a church that had caught fire, despite being a Muslim himself. Because to him, it's about kindness, not PR. And it's not just in Egypt. Salah supports causes globally. He's been a UNICEF ambassador. He's given to refugee programs. He's used his voice to speak up against injustice and racism. He's done all this while remaining humble and relatable. His generosity isn't just impressive, it's inspiring. It's one of the biggest reasons why fans call him the King of Egypt. Not just because of his record-breaking goals, but because of his giant heart. In Egypt, he's treated like a national treasure. His face is on murals, streets are named after him. And even older folks who don't watch football still know his name because of how much good he's done. But of course, because he's Mo Salah, there's a little glamour sprinkled in too. Like, oh yeah, he has a wax figure at Madame Tussauds in London. That's when you know you've officially made it, when people can take selfies with your life-size wax twin. The statue is so realistic, it even freaked out a few fans who thought it was actually him. But that's just another chapter in his insane life story. Imagine going from a small village in Egypt to being immortalized in one of the world's most famous museums. That's some next-level glow-up. And even with all his fame, he's still close to his roots. Every chance he gets, Salah visits Nagrig, the village he grew up in. He walks the same streets, talks to the locals, and supports the community. He even built a youth center there to keep kids off the streets and help them chase their dreams. He doesn't roll in with a camera crew or bodyguards. He just shows up like a normal guy who never forgot where he came from. That's rare. That's real. That's Mo Salah. Oh, and let's not forget, he has some of the biggest brands chasing him 24/7. Adidas, Pepsi, Vodafone, you name it. They want Salah. He's been on magazine covers, billboard ads, and global commercials. But even with all this, he doesn't let it go to his head. He's not flashy or arrogant. He just shows up, does his job, smiles, and goes home to his family. And speaking of family, he's super dedicated. His wife Maggie keeps a low profile but supports him fully. His daughters Maka and Kayan are often seen giggling on the field after matches. Salah once said that playing with them is his favorite part of the day. They've even had adorable moments where Maka scored a goal on the Liverpool pitch and the crowd went wild. That's the kind of wholesome energy Salah brings to everything he does. He's also super respectful of his faith. Salah is proudly Muslim and prays regularly, even during training camps and matches. You'll often see him doing a sujood, prostration, after scoring a goal. It's his way of thanking God, and that simple act has inspired millions of fans worldwide, Muslim and non-Muslim alike. It shows that you can be true to your faith and still be successful, cool, and respected globally. He's broken so many stereotypes just by being himself. In short, Salah's off-field life is as impressive as his football skills. He's rich but not arrogant, famous but not fake, generous but not showy. He's a family man, a role model, a philanthropist, and somehow still manages to look fresh in every photo. He has more money than most of us will ever see, but still holds on to humility like it's the most valuable thing in the world. He lives in luxury, but walks like he's still the kid from the Grig chasing his dreams with a plastic ball. That's what makes Mo Salah not just a football icon, but a global inspiration. He's not just scoring goals, he's setting standards. He's proving that being great doesn't mean being flashy. It means being kind, consistent, and unapologetically yourself. And if you love football and want to watch more crazy goals, insane transfers, and wild player lifestyles, don't miss our next video.